Jacksonville School Superintendent has taken a new job in Lee County.
Our unsettled weather continues across East Alabama. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, it's officially basketball season for most schools in Calhoun and Cleveland County areas. We have the full recap from last night's games. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
Jacksonville City School Superintendent Mike Howard will be leaving that job to take over the Lee County school system on January 1st. His tenure in Jacksonville began in June 2022.
Things that I've learned here is really how quickly you can move if you have a board who is hungry, a community that's ready to do some exciting things. You really can do great things in a short amount of time.
During his year and a half in Jacksonville, the system completed a $4 million stadium revision, added security measures at both Kitty Stone Elementary School and Jacksonville High School, and developed plans to build a new performing arts center.
I can't say enough about how great Jacksonville has been for me. And I love the people here, love the students here.
The move will place Howard in familiar territory in more ways than one. First, it takes Howard, who previously led St. Clair County Schools, back to a county system. Second, it takes him back home, or at least a little closer to it. Howard grew up in Tallapoosa County, which neighbors Lee County, and his mother still lives there in Alexander City.
One of the big things is I grew up in the county next to it in Tallapoosa County, and my mom still lives in Alex City, and this will be an opportunity for me to get closer to my mother and to be able to spend time with her each week and those type things. And so I'm looking forward to that part of things. Lee County has a great reputation of excellence, and they really have a lot of really good schools. Smith Station, Lochapoka, Beulah, and Beauregard are all part of their school system. So it's an exciting opportunity for me and one that I'm thankful for.
Howard says the Jacksonville School Board will likely select an interim superintendent before a permanent replacement.
When we come back, the National Park Service is looking for a few good men and women to share an important part of Anniston's history.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Now that the Freedom Riders National Monument on Gurney Avenue in downtown Anniston has officially been recognized, plans are being made to have it staffed with park rangers and volunteers to talk with visitors on a regular basis. Park Ranger Tracy Jones says she and other park rangers will be in Anniston starting next week to work on those plans. In the meantime, her office is accepting applications from area residents willing to volunteer at the site and answer questions about the events of May 4th, 1961, when one of the Freedom Riders buses was ambushed and burned by Klan members.
Well, we're asking volunteers to come and learn how to steward this history by welcoming visitors. One of our main objectives is getting people in the door so they can learn about this history. We know that we have Park Service families that just love visiting our park. So we want to show them how to stamp their Park Service passports and also do some of the activities that's featured in our Junior Ranger books.
Jones says there is no specific goal for the number of volunteers to work at the center, and they can accommodate as many people as show up for the program.
One thing that people should know is as we recruit, it is our duty to vet. So that comes with a background check and also training. And so we want a robust volunteer program, but we are aware that it takes time to train people in learning how to steward this history.
Jones was asked what specific skills they'll be looking for when interviewing these potential volunteers.
They need to bring their whole selves and love people and love this history. People that are in this community that are familiar with these stories, they are ideal candidates. We always say there's no age limit, and so if you are excited about this history, if you're excited about being a part of your community, we want to have you around.
That volunteer recruitment session begins at 10 o'clock next Wednesday morning, and it will continue until 3 p.m.
When we come back, lots of holiday events are planned across East Alabama over the next few days.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
It's never too early for a big Thanksgiving meal, so the city of Anniston is going to provide a feast and a concert for the entire community in Zen Park later this week. Anniston Public Relations Director Jackson Hodges has the details.
On Thursday, November 16th, we will be offering free Thanksgiving meals to the community right here at Zen Park, starting at 5 p.m. and lasting until 7 p.m. This event is in partnership with the Anniston City Schools Music Department. We'll have the Anniston High School Choir and the Anniston High School Band will be out here providing some great tunes while you enjoy some free food. So we'll hope you come on by November 16th here to Zen Park from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and get you a fun meal, a fun time, and some great fellowship here for our Thanksgiving in the park.
The Jacksonville Arts Council's annual Christmas Village will be held this Saturday at the City Community Center. Features include a children's Christmas gift shop, visits with Santa, and more than 50 vendors. The schedule calls for Santa Claus to make his visits from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Kitty Stone Singers will perform at 9:30 a.m. and the JSU Choral Ensemble will perform at 10:30 a.m.
Wow, lots of stuff going on.
So much is going on, and it's getting closer and closer to the big Thanksgiving day. I saw where we're supposed to remember to set our scales back 15 pounds.
Oh, no, that's the most practical advice I think we've given in months. That's a wonderful idea.
And we set our clocks back, and it's getting darker earlier and earlier, so it's certainly looking like fall and feeling like fall as well. John Holder joins us now to tell us more about the feeling of fall. John?
Mike and Katie, we're going to be looking at some more rainfall coming to East Alabama over the next couple of days, but a dry weekend is ahead. We'll have the complete forecast for the next 7 days for all of East Alabama next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Lots of clouds today across East Alabama, a little bit of rainfall. Overall, a kind of cloudy and cool and damp day. Temperatures way below what they have been and way below average. Only 60 for the high today after a morning low of 50, which was above average. Just not a big movement in temperatures. Only a 10-degree difference between the morning low and the daytime high today. Your record high temperature, 80 degrees. The record low, 18. And the sunrise and sunset times, 6:16 your sunrise tomorrow morning. The sun setting this evening very early at 4:41. Your Wednesday night looking like this. Weather on your street, a few light showers out there. I'll tell you, most of the rain is down in South Alabama. There's a few showers in North Alabama. For the rest of the evening, about a 1 in 3 chance of a very light rain shower. I don't think most folks will see anything tonight. It's going to be cool again and cloudy. 51 for the low out on Apache Pass. That's at Indian Oaks and Sachs. Get ready for a cloudy and cool evening out Sachs way. Coming up tomorrow, better weather on Forest Lane in East Anniston over by the golf course on the east side of town. Partly sunny skies tomorrow. We'll have some sunshine back in here. Yeah, we're going to have a chance of rain tomorrow, but that chance of rain is only about 20% tomorrow, and the high will be back into the 60s, back above average for this time of year at 66 degrees. And for the start of the weekend, as we get into that Friday, Saturday time frame, actually the rain chances are going to be ending down on Luttrell Street in Midtown Oxford. Going to be looking at temperatures staying in the 60s. We'll have about a 40% chance of rain on Friday, but that gives way to a dry weekend. And speaking of the weekend, here's the 7-day forecast. You'll see a few raindrops in here. No big deal with this on Thursday and Friday. The drought situation continues to worsen. Yeah, we've had a little bit of rain, but we're going to show you how little it's been in just a couple of moments. Only a 20% chance of a shower tomorrow, only a 40% chance of a shower on Friday, and these will be your very light rain amounts as well. Then a couple more dry days coming for the weekend. The weekend is a perfect classic fall weekend coming up. Temperatures in the mid-60s. Plenty of sunshine, no rain in the forecast. The big thing coming up on the weekend is going to be Saturday night and Sunday morning. Temperatures are going to drop all the way down to 37, so some chilly weather coming overnight Saturday night and on Sunday morning. But that cold snap doesn't last for very long. As a matter of fact, by Sunday afternoon, we're back in the mid-60s. It looks like 60s on Monday, then some 50s coming our way as our next system is heading to East Alabama in the Monday night, Tuesday time frame. As a matter of fact, Tuesday is looking like that might be our best chance of having a good soaking rain that we've had in about a month and a half coming up on Tuesday. We're really optimistic about some good rainfall totals coming in here on Tuesday. Nighttime lows dropping back into the 40s the early part of next week. And after that front comes through, we're going to see some chilly weather in here just in time for Thanksgiving Eve. We told you that the rain amounts were going to be very light. And yesterday, despite having some rainfall everywhere, the rainfall amounts for the 24 hours in the state of Alabama that ended at 7 a.m. this morning. You go down to South Alabama, they got some beneficial rainfall and they needed it. They're in a severe drought, an extreme drought in those areas. But here's the deal. The further north you go, the rainfall totals were very small. Here in Calhoun and Cleveland counties, about 1/10 of an inch. As a matter of fact, in the northern part of the county, only about 1/5 or something like that, only 5/10 of an inch. So basically what we're looking at is very, very small rain amounts that we received on yesterday. Hopefully, we're going to see those rainfall amounts increase coming up next week. Join me here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. for your breakfast forecast, and then I'll be back here tomorrow evening, and we'll have your complete forecast for all of East Alabama on EAN Local News. Now, Namath Pitts is all over high school basketball. Yes, high school basketball season is underway, and he's got you covered. Namath?
Thanks, John. Last night, 2 local teams met on the hardwood in what has become almost a rivalry in basketball. It was the Oxford Yellow Jackets who came out on top in both the boys and girls game. Jalen Alexander made a 3-pointer with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left to play, giving Oxford a 5-point lead on White Plains. And the Yellow Jackets defense made it stand up for a 44-37 victory in an entertaining early season game between 2 top-tier Calhoun County teams. Oxford held White Plains to 1 fourth-quarter field goal, and Oxford's defensive success included switching from man-to-man to a matchup zone. Oxford improved to 2-1 on the season while still awaiting 2 football players. Zayana Whitfield, fresh off of signing last week to play for Tennessee State University, hit 2 3-pointers en route to 19 points, and Oxford girls beat White Plains 56-18 to improve to 2-0. Center Isabella Higgins and guard Cooper Martin led the Wildcats with 6 points apiece. Martin hit 2 3-pointers. Last night's game marked White Plains' first under first-year head coach Clay Sprayberry, who was hired after Matt Ford stepped down following the 2022-2023 season. The Jacksonville Christian Thunder boys and girls made the trip to Georgia last night to battle the Georgia School for the Deaf. It was a great night for the Thunder, who brought home 2 wins. Jesse Ganaway poured in 33 points to lead Jacksonville Christian past Georgia School for the Deaf 75-32 in the Thunder's season opener. He also added 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 steals. Noah Lee, very talented player, added 16 points and 24 rebounds with 5 assists and 5 steals. Travis Barnhill scored 13 points and Bryson Dowdy added 12. For the Jacksonville Christian Thunder, Addie Lee led 3 Jacksonville Christian players in double figures with 15 points. She also had 4 rebounds and 4 steals. Riley Sanders added 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals. And Abigail McNeil scored 12 points with 3 rebounds as the Jacksonville Christian Thunder girls opened the season victorious 73-7 over Georgia School for the Deaf. Unfortunately, it was not the night for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, who went to Springville and dropped both games. Devin Barksdale poured in 24 points, but the 2-time defending Class 4A state champion, Jacksonville, who is still minus some football players, ended up falling short to Springville 70-64. Barksdale hit 5 of 14 three-pointers. Aaron Nixon added 15 points, and Jaquan Irvin scored 13 for the Golden Eagles. Jacksonville will return their football players once their postseason run is over. For the female Jacksonville Golden Eagles, Ashley Grant led Jacksonville with 12 points, hitting 5 of 11 shots from the field. She made 2 three-pointers, but it would not be enough as Jacksonville girls would fall short 68-36. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for that update, Namath, and thank you for joining us today.
You can find us here online every weekday on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, and on our website, eastalabamanow.com. Just go to our video feed and watch us whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.